The Wrecking Crew was a force to be reckoned with in SA hip-hop during the late 2010s, formed by a group of young creatives who were signed to the same record label. Due to their frustrations, they decided to take their talents elsewhere. Those names are A-Reece, Benchmark, Flame, and Mesh Beats. Later on, A-Reece collaborated with X Global on So What, featuring Zoocci Coke. Then they joined forces to form the Wrecking Crew, alongside with Echo, Mello, and Tiger Banks. They represented a generation determined to challenge the status quo of the music industry. With their shared talents and camaraderie, they quickly rose to fame, producing some of the most memorable moments in SA music. Fast forward to A Real Nigga Tale, where we were introduced to 1000 Degrees. The crew grew too big, internal conflicts were rising, creative differences were taking place, and that led to the dissolution of the group, marking an end of an era. Now let's break it down. The Wrecking Crew was a dominant force. It was formed to what many musicians were frustrated with in the mainstream music industry. The story begins with A-Reece when he was signed to Ambitious Entertainment, but left the label in 2016 due to contractual disputes. I've already made a video about A-Reece and the power of his cosign. For those who've watched it, you already know about A-Reece and the Wrecking Crew members who've benefited from being around him. Frustrated by limitation imposed on him by the label, A-Reece decided to forge his path independently. This decision marked the birth of a movement that would give young creatives the freedom to produce music on their own terms. Along his crewmates, TWC quickly solidified themselves as a powerhouse collective. I guess rapping in Vanek was holding them back. As on Ambitious, they were not really taken as a priority, to the likes of Big Hustle and Shava meeting the requirements of the label by being themselves and being authentic. The crew's unique sound, built on Mesh Beats' atmosphere, combined with soothing, introspective lyricism, and modern trap beats, which resonated strongly with the youth. A-Reece dropping projects such as From Me to You and Only You, L3 with Words and Echo, Flame releasing Clouds, Mesh Beats dropping Thanks for None, further cementing their impact in the game. They did not comply to the norms of the music industry. They saw the gap on the internet, uploading their music on digital platforms such as YouTube, SoundCloud, and Apple Music, even Spotify. Plus, that was the perfect time for the digital era, where musicians were not necessarily in need of major labels' financial backings. Being part of the pioneers of the new wave independence, them living together gave them a sense of brotherhood, but a disadvantage as well, because tensions were rising, which led to them disbanding. The first people to leave the crew were Flame, Echo, and Mello, forming a new collective, the Lean Team. When those people left the crew, TWC was also known as Rubber Band Gang. They left the crew because there was a rumor that was instigated on the internet, implying that someone had slept with someone's girlfriend. But Flame also addressed this side of the story. He said that he left because there was poor money management within the group. Even X Global, who benefited from the rumor, he also addressed it, saying that he dated Ashley prior to Flame. So we'll never know. Flame leaving TWC was probably one of the best decisions he has ever taken in his career, because that beef built a talking point for him and he had generated some hype, which was a perfect time for him to drop Candyman, his debut album, and it had a great reception. During that time, looked like they were siding with Flame, which says a lot because one half of Benchmark is Jay Jody, who is the blood brother of A-Reece. X Global established Savage Entertainment, dropping a joint project with Krish. At this point, nothing was being addressed up until X Global went to Zinga's podcast. But prior to that, A-Reece dropped the joint projects with Jay Jody. One of those songs that made it to the project was Confrontation, where a lot of shots were directed at the crewmates. X Global felt the need to clap back with the real Confrontation, where he was stating his side of the story. Fast forward, Mesh and Words also unfollowed A-Reece as well. which led to the speculations that they have problems with each other. Then the infamous Zinger podcast episode with X Global, addressing all the issues that were in the group. Words and Mash Beats released a joint project titled Only the Brave, where there was a song titled Adam. Words took a more direct approach, but clearly he wasn't ready for all the smoke, cause A-Reece also retaliated with KTK and took it all the way there. Not in a scandalous way, but he was out for blood. Right now, at the time of this recording, the Wrecking Crew is no longer a thing. A-Reece is now with Revenge Club Records alongside J. Jody and TK. And those are the only people from the Wrecking Crew he's still working with. Flame is doing his thing, no longer a passenger of his career, asserting more dominance. Mash and Words are applying pressure. Mash being arguably the best producer in SA hip hop right now. X Global is probably somewhere ranting on X. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you.